Hello, Bill Shaka here. Welcome to another edition of the 5-Minute Motivator. Welcome to my home in Tamarindo, Costa Rica. And what are we going to talk about today? The title of this particular 5-Minute Motivator is called Tap Into Your Potential. Now, if you'll notice, the letters T.A.P. are capitalized, and there's a period between each of them, so guess what that means? What we have is an acronym. I love it during my in my live classes. Whenever I have an acronym, normally like SMART goals is the easiest acronym to remember. SMARTT, specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, timely, and tangible. And I ask individuals all the time, how many of you have a lot of acronyms at work? And all the hands go up and, oh yeah, there's so many of them, they're terrible, this, that, and so forth. And I said, you know what, there are so many acronyms, I'm actually thinking of starting an organization to get rid of acronyms, to eradicate them altogether. I call it the Acronym Suppression Society, or ASS for short. And I get a lot of laughs. But the whole point of it is this. Acronyms are good. They are mnemonics. They are meant to give us some really interesting ways of remembering things that are important. So when we talk about tap into your professional or into your potential, what I mean is this. T.A.P. The first letter of TAP is time. You must be able to dedicate a certain amount of time to your profession, to what you consider to be important. Time is extremely important. I'm noticing that a lot of people, especially with the notion of the internet, they are trying to kind of not spend as much time doing the important things like research and due diligence and consolidating their thoughts. Ladies and gentlemen, time is probably the most important point that you have in tapping into your potential. That means relaxing, focusing, and only doing one thing at a time. You know, we love the idea of thinking that we are, that we have the ability to multitask, but we really don't. We are linear processors, and the fact of the matter is that if we think we're multitasking, what we are doing is one thing at a time, but in short, discrete segments. So it looks like we're doing more than one thing at a time, but we're not. We're doing one thing at a time, and the end result is that sometimes that one thing that we're doing is not being done well because our mind is on the next thing that we want to do. Time. Very, very important. The next point, which actually is the flip side of time in terms of tapping into your potential, is attention. You need to be able to put your attention on what is important. Now look it. We can certainly bunch up things together. For example, if you want a level of greater education, you could listen to a podcast while you're on the treadmill. All right. The fact is that you're getting into shape. Your mind is basically in stasis. You might as well do something important. Absolutely, you can do things like that. But when it's time to pay attention to something, you need to be able to concentrate on it. So you see how these things go together. You need to be able to pay attention, and paying attention requires time. So, in terms of tapping into your potential, TA, time and attention. Put other activities and other thoughts at bay. Yes, meditation helps this quite a bit. If you practice concentrating on your breath, what you will find when you are done with the practice is that you will have a greater level of attention. You'll have greater levels of equanimity. You won't be stressed about the next thing that has to be done. Okay, so consider that. Time, attention, and what's the P? You're going to get tired of hearing me talk about this, but that's okay. I don't necessarily mind because I think it's that important. Do you want to tap into your potential? Passion. Passion. Make sure that you are passionate about whatever it is you're doing. If you're cooking, be passionate about that meal. If you are writing a 50-page report, be passionate about writing that 50-page report. If you're helping your kid do something, be passionate about helping them do it. Time, attention, and passion. Ladies and gentlemen, you chew on that today in terms of tapping into your potential, and you're going to come up with some ideas. Matter of fact, feel free to email me with any ideas that you have. Bill@intelligentmotivationinc.com. Love to hear from you. Remember, like, share, comment, and remember the 5 Minute Motivator membership. Talk soon. Bye-bye.